You were also on the Contender series, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and I don't know how many people actually know, but I was on the very first Contender series ever. I
Oh,
headlined the
wow.
very first Contender series. So,
Okay.
yeah,
That I
man.
didn't know. I know.
Yep.
I remember hearing Matt Bissett was who you fought, correct?
Yep. That was my opponent. Fought a tough guy from, I think he's from the Boston area. Um,
Yeah, I don't know that I've ever met him, but he is from my area, and I know I've
okay.
seen him fight because I'm in New England, so like
Okay.
I've done events up near Boston. Um, but yeah, so tell me about that fight. How did you get into the Contender series? How did that start?
So, well, I did fight in the UFC previously, right? So I took a
Okay.
late notice call to get into. I took a late notice call for the very final Strike Force. So UFC had bought Strike Force
Hmm.
and was taken over, and everybody knew they was going to take some of the roster, but they wasn't going to take all of them. So I had a manager at the time call me, and he said, "Hey, bud, I think I got you a fight. It's a tough fight, but." He's like, man, you just have to do well and you'll go to the UFC. And he said, all right, final strike force, you're fighting Pat Healy, who is a legend.
Hmm.
So I'm like, all right, fuck, I'm in. Like, that's what I'm here for. And I want to say I was fairly young, 26, 27 years old. I was an undefeated pro. I was 9-0 on the local circuit around my area between Louisiana and Mississippi. And I took the fight and lost the decision, but it's like I gave him a tough fight. And I don't know if anybody knows this. He was actually the number one contender for the Strike Force lightweight title. He was supposed to fight Gilbert Melendez.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
Gilbert Melendez pulled out with an injury and went straight to the UFC. And I'm pretty sure he fought Anthony Pettis for the title right away. That was his very first fight in the UFC. So that's how close I was to like being in that title. I'm not gonna say title contention because I would have never got a title shot off beating Pat Healy,
Hmm.
but being right there, you step in and replace the champion. You know, and of course I lost the fight by decision, but it was a good fight. And Sean Shelby comes to the back and he's like, "Hey man, you want to come to UFC?" And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, let's do it."